So we're doing some fantasy stuff with DraftKings at 6 o'clock, and we do a pick show with our buddy Brian Blessing from Vegas at 11 p.m. Eastern on Friday at the Fantasy Sports Network.
All right, that's my man Cam Stewart. One thing I used to love about working with you, I could always ask you and find out about any obscure college football team. When you told me you knew East Carolina football, I knew you were dedicated.
Oh, I love the Pirates, man. Back in the day, it was fantastic. That team was so good to me, Bomani. I remember when they were like 31-point underdogs against Miami, when Miami had those awesome teams. I was like, man, I love East Carolina. They were coming through. Marcus Crandell, he was my guy, and I follow a lot of these guys in the Canadian Football League. Now I'm watching the Argos and Ticats because that Florida Atlantic Miami game was in a delay.
Hey, man, Cam Stewart, catch him. He told you where to find him all these places, man. All right, let's talk about some of these NFL picks. We got the Bills and the Colts. How you feeling about that one?
You know what? A lot of people are like Andrew Luck and the Colts. You got to bet this game. Kind of a weird line. The Bills are getting 2.5. I like Buffalo by Bomani. You know, he used to be down in Toronto in the area. You know, Western New York, big Buffalo crowd there. And I'll tell you, people in Ontario love the Bills as well. I think Rod Taylor's going to be okay. I love the situation. Their defense is mean. Rex Ryan in openers, too. This guy's 8-1 ATS. This guy, I'll tell you, I think the Bills are going to be, surprisingly, their offense is going to be better. I know their defense is lethal. And Andrew Luck and the Colts, you can't take enough. The guy's one of the best quarterbacks, him or Aaron Rodgers in the league. But on the road, hostile environment, week 1, I think the Bills are going to win this game outright. Let's go Buffalo.
Hey, man, now tell me this. Do you have the heart to bet on Tampa Bay and Tennessee, given that we got 2 rookie quarterbacks?
Well, Monty, you know me, I'm a bit of a degenerate. You know, I'm kind of one of those guys, you know, I have a gig at Shoeless Joe's. It's a sports bar in Toronto, and usually if the baseball and football games aren't going well, I headed off to the back room in the OTB to bet some horse racing tracks. So, yes, I do actually have a take on this game. I love Tampa Bay. I don't believe in Tennessee. It's 3 points right now. I'd love to see it at 2.5 so I can get that field goal cover. But I believe Jameis Winston is going to be okay in this game. I'm not sure about Mariota. Texas, they're a train wreck. Tennessee is a train wreck this year. I'd actually believe a lot of people are betting on Tennessee. I'm going to go with the slight favorite in this game. And you want to talk about another toilet bowl game? I like the Jaguars. Jacksonville as 4-point dogs against Carolina. Huge injury problems at receiver. I know Funchess, even he's banged up. We know they don't have Benjamin. I believe in Blake Bortles. I liked him in college, and I think he's actually going to have a comeback year. So give me the dog and the Jaguars, too.
All right, we're talking to Cam Stewart doing some NFL picks. Got the Cardinals and the Saints. How you feeling?
This is an interesting game because the Cardinals don't seem to get any respect, Bomani. You know, when it comes to home field advantages, we talk about Seattle and the 12th man. We talk about Arrowhead, even Buffalo, but going down to the desert and playing, man, that's tough. It's a real tough business. And I'll tell you, the Saints, I don't believe in this team. They're getting too old. Drew Brees really regressed from last year. I don't like this team at all. I think their defense is porous. Their secondary is weak. And as for Arizona, one thing they have is an awesome defense. They're going to be chasing Drew Brees around all day. I love that situation for them. And I'll tell you, Carson Palmer actually has looked great in the preseason. All he has to do is manage the game. They'll get their points. I think Arizona wins by 10 points in that game, and they're only 2-point favorites.
Yeah, I was about to say, the line I was looking at said they were only 1-point favorite, and I was shocked when I looked and saw that. To your point about them not getting respect.
I was talking to our boy Rob Pizzola tonight in Toronto. I know you talked to him too, and he's a great handicapper. And he's saying, I lean Arizona too, but he's just worried about this line. He goes, that's the fishiest line of the week. Like, I probably would have made Arizona a 3.5, 4-point favorite, but it's 1. But you know what? I guess I'm a sucker. I'm taking the bait. Sign me up with the Cards.
All right, Cam Stewart coming to us live from Toronto, Canada. Look, you came up as a Seattle Seahawks fan because Dave Craig was your guy that played against the Rams. Seattle's a 4-point favorite. What you got?
Yeah, this is the thing, Bomani. When it comes to gambling, sometimes you can't go with your heart, buddy. And I know as a Seattle fan, it is a house of horrors when they go down to St. Louis. And I'm a little bit scared. Seattle's a team. They tend to get better by week 4 or week 5. So I'm going to think they're going to come into the season a little bit slow. Major problems on the offensive line. They actually have one of the worst lines in the league. They're not going to pick up Chris Jackson. He's going to take some of the maybe the under as well, but 3.5 is too many points. I think it's a field goal game. I think the Rams can actually win outright, and you got to like the situation for Foles. He ran that West Coast offense at Arizona. I think he's going to be comfortable. So, sign me up with the Rams. I'm not going to bet against my own team, but sometimes if you want to make money, you got to do that every once in a while. I'll take the points.
As I was about to say, Cam, be honest. By the time this game comes around, you're going to go with your heart, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. What I do in those games with Seattle, I usually play totals or tease them. I don't go straight up on those games because I want to have a little bit of a cushion, but it's tough, Bomani. I'm still reeling from that Super Bowl. I was hosted at a sports bar that night, and I had to give away a trip to Vegas. I'm just giving it to the guy. Here's your damn trip to Vegas, man. I was so pissed off at the end of that game. I was in shock. I'm just getting over it now.
I used to hate it for you because you keep going in on the Maple Leafs, knowing what the Maple Leafs are going to do to you, Cam. You know what they were going to do to you.
The Maple Leafs, for all you people here in Miami, the Leafs suck. Don't worry, the Panthers will be better than the Leafs. That team is a train wreck. But as for the Blue Jays, these guys are on fire. The city is being gripped by Toronto Blue Jays fever right now. People are thinking they're going to go all the way and win it all this year.
All right, last one for Cam Stewart. We have got the Broncos and the Ravens. That's the big 4 o'clock game. What do you think?
Well, Bomani, I'll tell you, this game, you look at it, and the Ravens, you can make a case saying, wow, I'm getting 4.5 points with Baltimore, but, sometimes we got to think outside the box a little bit. I love Peyton Manning early in the season, before he gets beat up. It's also that revenge spot when Baltimore basically stole that Super Bowl away from the Broncos. It's kind of an interesting line, 4.5. I actually think Denver is going to show up and beat these guys by double digits this week. I know that's not going to be a popular pick, but I'm telling you, I think the Broncos roll week 1, and they look fantastic for C.J. Henderson to have a huge game.
Hey, let me ask you one thing, talking to Cam Stewart. Is there any one team in the league that when you look at them, it scares you to death to pick them?
The Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about the Dolphins. Week to week, they're a hard team to get a read on. And this game against Washington, it looks too easy. I think Miami's actually going to have a great year. I think they're going to get better as the year progresses. But laying points on the road, that game just looks really fishy to me. I wouldn't be surprised if Washington won the game or it was really, really tight. So I got a slight lean to the Skins, even though I think the Dolphins are going to have a good year. I think they come out a little bit cold.
All right, this is my man Cam Stewart. He's coming to us live from Toronto. Google him. He does a whole bunch of stuff. I can't remember it all to rattle off right now. Cam, we're going to have to keep track of these things and have you come back every week, man, because this is fantastic.
We miss you, Bomani. People in Toronto are still talking about it all the time, and I know you spent some time here, but hey, I'd rather be in Miami than Toronto, too. Screw the film festival, man. You got beautiful weather all year round. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I'll try to get up there probably next year sometime after June. That's when the fall comes around, is by June. But I think I can make it to you about June.
Come in June, we'll get together with Corey Erdman. He'll probably take us to a boxing match. He's a big boxing commentator now, so we'll sit down, have a few drinks, and relax.
All right, Cam Stewart, check him out. Thanks so much, man. I'll talk to you next week.
Love you, Bomani. All the best, buddy.
And now,